What's going on YouTube? Links Forte bringing you my week 11 team builder for the Pixel Dream League. Going up against Alex and what is Alex's team name? I can't remember his team name. Because I can't pronounce it. I think it's pronounced Ostersund, Snovers. Ostersund. See, this is why I don't pronounce certain teams, because I don't want to say it wrong and sound so disrespectful or ignorant or whatever. Anyway, Alex's team, as you can see, is very powerful. Unfortunately, Alex has not had the best of seasons. I think he's won 3 games, maybe 4. I'm not sure. Like I was telling one of my friends, like, he doesn't play Pokemon competitively. I was telling him, like, you can have a team of powerful Pokemon, but if it doesn't fit your style, or if you don't know how to use certain Pokemon, like, you can't win with it. I don't know what Alex's style is, but like, when I've watched some of the battles, I've kind of like asked myself, like, why isn't he doing this way or that way? And then I remembered to a conversation he and I had a while back. Alex has to get his Pokemon from someone else because he hasn't beaten the Delta episode or as yet, so he doesn't have the ability to go to like move tutors or something like that. And it's unfortunate because, like I said, he has a really powerful team, and on paper, like, he should be one of the top 2 or 3 teams on paper. But it's one of those things. It's like, or, you know, when you have to get someone up your team from someone, it's one of those things, like, you don't want to keep bugging them because you have to do it week after week after week, and people may just be refusing to do so after a while. But that's neither here nor there. Mega Charizard X and Mega Sceptile, both dragons, one physical, one special. Well, one can be special, or one is physical, one can be physical or special. The one I'm expecting to see is Mega Charizard X. The reason for that is it's just a lot easier for anyone to use. Like, really, Mega Charizard X Dragon Dances one time and obliterates your team, basically. I had Sceptile on my team last season, did quite well with it, if I do say so myself. Ran both physical and special. I think maybe one battle I ran mix. I can't remember. Anyway, his next Pokemon is Gengar. Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Stabs, can run Will-O-Wisp, Focus Sash, Taunt, Focus Blast. What else can this thing run? Thunderbolt, Icy Wind. It has a variety of special attacks to help its teammates. Thunderous T, Volt Switch, Agility, or Double Dance, Agility, Nasty Plot. This thing can do so much. Dragon Dancing, Gyarados, Intimidate, Substitute, Bouncing. That thing is just a monster. I'm actually really fearing it, because if it can get up a Dragon Dance, like, I fear that more than I fear Charizard X getting up a Dragon Dance. Roserade, I don't think he's used it too much this season, but it can be, I think Roserade is specially defensive. I really can't remember off the top of my head, but you can see it runs Life Orb with special, or, you know, special attacking natures and movesets. Aromatisse, mostly defensive, can set up trick rooms, just Moonblast, heal, Wish Pass. I think that's what it normally does. Rhyperior, such a versatile Pokemon, can be Rock Polish, Weakness Policy, can be defensive, can be pure offensive, can run Choice Band on that thing. It's such a good Mon. Doublade, one of my personal favorites. I love this thing to death. And normally I won't say this, but Alex does not use the set that does great. Like, he uses a stall set, or he has been using it. I don't know if he's going to change that up this week. And it's kind of disappointing, because that set, in my mind, is so situational. Like, it's not that great of a set. Like, 9 times out of 10, you should probably be running Swords Dance, Shadow Sneak, Iron Head or Gyro Ball, depending on the situation, and Sacred Sword. Hoopa U, the wall breaking monster that was banned from Smogon, which I don't believe it's broken as they want to believe. But that's it's a conversation for another time. Xatu, Magic Bouncer, I don't think he's used it at all this season, to be honest. And then last but not least is a Selgor, sets up spikes, encores you into stuff if you want to try to set up on it. Focus Blast, Final Gambit, you know, it's a one-trick pony in a sense, but it does what it needs to do, and it's gone basically after that. So that's what I, you know, see from his team. Kind of what I'm expecting is like Charizard X, Gengar, Thundurus T, Gyarados, Selgor, and like with his last Pokemon, or you know, I can see Hoopa coming as well. I can see Doublade coming as well, even Rhyperior. But I mean, personally, I don't think he's gonna bring Rhyperior and a Selgor on the same team. Like, I think he's done it in the past, but I don't think he'll do it. But the way I started team build now, I'm preparing for everything basically. And with that said, let's get into my team. First up, I'm gonna bring Mega Lopunny. And this thing is not doing what it's supposed to do, and updating my layout. I'm gonna bring Mega Lopunny, fake out high jump kick, return Thunder Punch. Like I said, I'm fearing Gyarados a little bit. My plan is, if I see a Selgor, I'm gonna automatically assume a Selgor lead, and what I want to do is fake out the Selgor. I can't outspeed it, which is why, even if I'm Jolly, I can't outspeed it because it's base 145. Lopunny is base 135. So I decided to run Adamant. Adamant fake out does about half, I believe. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it does about half. If the Selgor leads, that's my plan, is to fake out, back out into something else, and because I would expect a Focus Blast at that point. But like I said, Thunder Punch, I'm really expecting Gyarados to come, and I expect him to, you know, want to pull off some Intimidate shenanigans. And Thunder Punch still, you know, OHKOs even at a -1, so that's why I'm running Thunder Punch on Lopunny. High Jump Kick, unfortunately, is not a 2-hit KO on the Rhyperior. I think it's a 2-hit KO on Doublade, though. Can't remember off the top of my head. But basically, Lopunny is here to help something else sweep up, and that something else is Dragonite. Dragonite this week is going to be rocking Dragon Dance, Extreme Speed, Thunder Punch, Outrage. It's holding a White Herb. Like I said, Lopunny is coming in. If a Selgor is here, Lopunny is coming in to fake out, and then it's backing out into Gyarados, or it's backing out into Dragonite. And that way, what I can do is I can take a Focus Blast if he decides to go for it, and I can start setting up Dragon Dances. If he encores me, that's why I have the White Herb. I can get up, you know, another Dragon Dance. Because he will outspeed me, so he can't go for Encore right then and there. So I would assume he would go for like a layer of spikes. Once he sees me set up the Dragon Dance, then he'll go to Encore. That way, I'm automatically getting the +2. And then that's it. That's all I need. Thunder Punch, like I said, I'm really fearing Gyarados. I think he would bring in Gyarados on Dragonite to get that -1. So that way I'm not really doing too much to his team. And actually, I need to look at my notes because I thought I wanted Earthquake over something. I think I wanted Earthquake over Extreme Speed, yeah. Okay, so I need to change that. I wanted Earthquake over Extreme Speed. The reason why I wanted Earthquake over Extreme Speed is because obviously you look at this set, I can't touch Aromatisse. But what I can do is I can 2-hit KO it. I can 2-hit KO it with Earthquake. So that's why I wanted Earthquake on this set. Iron Head, it was an option, but I didn't want it to be just for Aromatisse because even then it was still a 2-hit KO. Like, even at +2, it was a 2-hit KO if I'm not mistaken. So I was like, you know what? Earthquake is just better. I can hit more things. I can hit the Doublade. I can hit the Rhyperior. I can hit the Charizard X. Although I'm just probably going to click Outrage. But once Aromatisse is gone, literally I can just click Outrage and start hitting things. But, well, not Doublade if it's there. But it was just like, Earthquake was a lot more needed. because he's not running, or he hasn't in the past run the Shadow Sneak Doublade, he has no priority on his team. Like, he just has fast Pokemon, but he has no priority. So I didn't think extreme speed was needed if I can get that plan to go the way I want it. If not, you know, I have a couple other scenarios played out in the back of my head, but that is the one I kind of see playing out the most for me. Next up is I'm going to bring Seismitoad. Knockoff Scald, Stealth Rock, Earth Power. This is a more offensive set, but at the same time, it's EV'd in a way to take on Charizard X. Like, if Charizard X comes in and I can't handle it, I know he's just gonna Dragon Dance. You know, there's a chance that he just goes for an attack, but depending on the situation, he might just Dragon Dance. Like, if he knows I have to switch out, he might just Dragon Dance. This Seismitoad, it's EV'd, so it can take a +1 Adamant, Max Attack, Dragon Claw. I think the max it'll do is 97, so as long as I haven't taken any prior damage, I can take the hit and I can knock it out with Earth Power. But like I said, if he like brings Rhyperior and not a Selgor, Seismitoad is my lead, and that way I'm probably going to click Scald at that point, and then depending on what he brings in, I may just go for the Stealth Rocks after that. Like I said, it kind of depends on what he decides to bring in and different things like that. But like I said, I have a couple scenarios played out in my head, and I think I can execute them to the fullest. Next up is I'm going to bring Nidoking, Earth Power, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Sludge Wave. I think it's the same set I brought last week. Nothing special about it. I can take out Charizard X. I can take on, well, I can't take a hit from Mega Sceptile though. That's the only issue with that. I can't take a hit if he goes for Leaf Storm, that is. Charizard X, I think if he's running Earthquake, I know I can't take a hit. I think Dragon Claw unboosted, I can take the hit though. And the rest of his team, like I know Nidoking can put in some work against, you know, other members of his team. Like the Rhyperior, I think the Rhyperior is O-Code with again on Earth Power, depending on the spread, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be like max HP, a lot of defense, and the rest in attack or something like that. Ice Beam is there mostly for like Roserade, and what's this Pokemon's name? Thunderous T. That way I'm not, you know, forced to go for like a Thunderbolt when Gyarados is there. Also, I outspeed Gyarados before a Dragon Dance, so there's that. So that's why Thunderbolt is there. Like I said, I'm really fearing Gyarados getting up like a Dragon Dance or something on me. But yeah, so that's kind of my prep with Nidoking. Next up is Mamoswine. Icicle Crash, Knock Off, Ice Shard, Earthquake. Mamoswine I played a lot with when I was building this team. I wasn't sure if I wanted to like Focus Sash, like, and have it as my Stealth Rocker, or if I wanted to do like Choice Band, Choice Scarf. It was a lot to try and figure out what I wanted to do with Mamoswine. Ultimately, I decided, you know what, let me just stick with Adamant, Life Orb, and with its moveset that it is. I can't remember like what it actually handles. Like, I'm pretty sure like Gengar can't knock this thing out. Maybe Focus Blast does. Like I said, I don't remember. Knockoff takes it out. I can handle Xatu if it comes. I can handle the Blade if it comes. I can get off a lot of damage on Aromatisse. I can get off a lot of damage on Rhyperior. Ice Shard, the Thunderous T. It was just, I needed something for priority, and it was there. Like, I really couldn't figure out, you know, if my plan comes to fruition, Mamoswine won't even see the field. Now for my last Pokemon, I kind of struggle with my last Pokemon, which I do in most cases, because I feel like my first 4 or 5 Pokemon is normally going to be my core, and like my last 1 or 2 is just like there. And it's so funny because I was looking at all the stats, and I was like, huh, the one battle that I lost, I'm not counting the draw because whatever, I'm not counting that draw. But the one battle that I lost, this Pokemon did not come. Now that's just a coincidence, but I found it very funny. And then I was like, oh wait, this Pokemon can do a lot of work to my opponent's team, as it does with most of my opponent's team. Sylveon is making another appearance. Hyper Voice, Psyshock, Hidden Power, Shadow Ball with choice specs, modest. Like I say every week, nothing wants to take a Hyper Voice, a Pixelate Hyper Voice. Especially not a choice specs Pixelate Hyper Voice. Like, I'm probably just gonna spam that if Sylveon needs to see the field. Anyway, that's my team for this week. What are we, 8-1-1, or are we 9-1-1? I don't even know what I am anymore. This is week 11, I guess, and I'm 8-1-1. So that's that. Third place, trying to move up in the world, trying to pull off a repeat. A lot of trash talking going on in the league. I mean, it's all in good fun, but there's a lot of trash talking going on. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna get up out. This is Link's Forte. I'm out. See you at the battle. Peace.